the recording. So hello everyone, I am Tracy Cox, a cause entrepreneur with ONEHOPE Wine. I'm going to walk you through some of the stuff that I do for corporate gifting. This is a presentation that I created that I have been showing at a couple of real estate offices, as well as I downloaded it into a PDF and sent it to some people. I also do it at my networking groups, because there's oftentimes at networking where you're asked to present your product. So when I have my 15-minute speaker spotlight, this is something that I present. It's always good to go and give, even if people have seen you every single week at an event or something, there's always something good to point out in a presentation, because people still sometimes just don't get what it is that we do and what it is that we can do, mostly. So I take a lot of the information from the catalog is where I get some of my wording from, as well as some of the slides that ONEHOPE Corporate had too, and I just made it into a different slideshow for my purposes. But I share with everybody that our ONEHOPE is to bring together a community that makes the world better through memorable wine experiences and actions. Oh, this is my old one because I changed this version because it said there was a typo in here. So I'll present the correct one to you. I'll pop it up online so you guys can use it as well. It'll be in a PowerPoint format, so you can download it and change it and tweak it however you want to for your presentations. I also let them know that ONEHOPE started 11 years ago by a group of 8 friends that were really looking to definitely make the world a better place. They were working at another wine company. Every October, they were, seeing everything in the store was like breast cancer, pink, pink, pink. And then all of a sudden, November 1st came, no more pink, no more breast cancer. We're not talking about that anymore. We're moving on to something else. And they were like, why can't we give back 365 days a year? So that's kind of how they started ONEHOPE. Started with a couple varietals. I think it was 3 varietals of wine, and now we have probably 50 varietals of wine and more coming, plus all the gift sets and opportunities that we have. The one thing that we do is that we partner with nonprofits around the world to help you support the causes that you're passionate about, plus the causes that we're passionate about at ONEHOPE. We're a pretty equal opportunity company. We have we don't, just personally, we don't see color, we don't see lines, we don't see anything like that. If you saw some of Jake's posts lately and stuff too, it's like we're all here just to be good human beings and to give back to the world and to treat people how we wanted to be treated. But here's a little screenshot of some of the causes that we're partnered with right now, from Cure Alzheimer's Fund, Wild Aid, Trevor Project, PSA Arts, Pencils of Promise, Trees for Trees, the End Fund, ovarian cancer. You can see that we kind of run the gamut on a lot of different things. But what we do is cause entrepreneurs, and what I do is I help you also give back to your causes that you're passionate about. But let's go back a little bit and talk about ONEHOPE. We are an actual winery. We have a winery in Napa. So normally if I have a bottle of wine, trying to find a bottle of wine. I'll show them. I may hold up the bottle of wine and say, ONEHOPE is the wine label. We are the actual winery. We produce all of our wine. This is a picture of our Estate 8, which is on our property. We have to have a house on the property in order for the winery. It was just part of the requirements for what we do in Napa, and a Napa Valley Vintner requirement. You have to have a property, and someone has to be living on that property. So this is where Jake and Megan live at Estate 8. We are part of the Napa Valley Vintners Association. So that's a credential that, not everybody has. It's something kind of like when you go over to Europe and you see the people in the Chianti region, or they have the DOC seal, just means they're part of a membership. So there's requirements. We don't have big strict requirements as other areas, but we are part of the Napa Valley Vintners Association. So we are a legit wine company. You can see on the map that we are on Highway 29. We're right in the Rutherford Valley. So right where it says Rutherford, if you drew a line there, that's kind of where the Rutherford AVA starts. Some of our popular neighbors that you've probably seen, heard, and most importantly tasted are Cake Bread, Nickel and Nickel. We're right down the road from Robert Mondavi and Opus One. So we're in a really great strategic place in Napa. Another thing about our Napa Valley property too is that it's a private tasting room. So unfortunately, you won't be able to go and visit the property unless you're invited from somebody there or you happen to be attending an event there. But it is a private tasting room and it is not open to the public. Every bottle of our wine does make an impact. We have over 100 plus medals and multiple 90-point ratings on our wine. And our winemakers are Rob Mondavi Jr. I'm sure some of people have probably heard of the Mondavi family. They actually approached ONEHOPE in about 2010 at a wine conference convention, and someone handed Jake the business card, and he's like, "Hey, I like this. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about this." And Jake Cloberdance, who is our CEO, he was like, "Oh, it was Michael Mondavi," which is pretty cool. So Rob Mondavi Jr. Is our collaborative winemaker. So he has been the winemaker for the Mondavis, as well as his own label, Isabel Mondavi, Hang Time, Spellbound. He is an award-winning winemaker, and he's on the Napa Valley Vintners Board of Directors. Along with the Mondavis, in that same fashion is Tony Coltrane, who is the gentleman on my right, your left, maybe? You're assuming that way? I'm not sure which way you see it on the screen. Tony Coltrane has also been the head winemaker for the Robert Mondavi properties for, I think about 52 harvests to date. And he was the first one to make the first couple of vintages of Opus One. So that in itself is pretty amazing. And we have some great talented winemakers with Rob and Tony. Most recently joining our wine team is Mari Wells-Coyle. Mari was with us prior to for a little bit. Then she got a great opportunity to go work at Sterling Cellars or Sterling Vineyards and head up their sparkling division. So she had a lot of industry experience and makes some incredible wines. And Mari's wines are the wines that we're now enjoying with our Vintner collection. And she has, over 20 vintages of winemaking experience. Plus, there's not really a lot of female winemakers in the world. So it's really great that we have the opportunity to work with Mari. And if you get the opportunity to join the Grateful Club and learn from her, because there's webinars that we're now starting to do with our winemaker once a month. So it's a really great opportunity to learn more about wine and direct from our winemaker to your living room as well. Some of you, especially you here in Southern California, you may have tried us if you've ever been to Terraneo Resort. We are the house wine there. The new collection of wines that we have that's exclusive to our OneHopeWine.com and us and the Cause Entrepreneur channel is now the Vintner collection of wine, which is not available at these establishments, but these are the people that have really kind of like grounded us and have really, are serving our wines, are letting us know that, hey, like we are a real wine company. We are real wine. We were served in the Hard Rock. We're served at Four Seasons. We were on Virgin Airlines for a year or two. So we're legit. So we have various different kinds of wine that we have. We have our new Vintner collection. We also have our Glitter and Shimmer, which are a big hit on Instagram and the Facebook. You've probably seen them on social media quite a lot. The influencers really love them. The difference between the Vintner collection and a Glitter or Shimmer is that the impact goes up in the bottle. So once we put a little glitter on there, the impact will go up either 1, 2, 3, or 4 meals. It just gives back a little bit of different to the cause that it's supporting. We also have flavored fruits, and we also have a John Elway series that's exclusive to us on OneHopeWine.com. John Elway is also, his wine company is called Seven Cellars, and it is produced in collaboration with us here at OneHope. So you can pick up his wine here, perfect for your Bronco fan. We also have a reserve collection of wines, and we also have an iconic collection. So depending on what it is that you're looking for, we probably have the perfect wine for your needs. We also have a lot of really amazing gift sets, and that's what we're kind of maybe focus on a little bit more today is these great gift sets that everything has an impact. So if you're looking for a wedding gift, if you're looking for a thank you gift, if a friend just got a new dog and you want to send them this great little Pinot for Paws box down here in the corner, we got you covered on that too. And the great thing is that every single thing that we have gives back to a cause. But now we're here to talk about what is your cause, because we all have our favorite causes that we like to support. So here's a few different causes that I've helped to support throughout the past 4 years. So we give back 10% to your cause of choice. So whether you're in a local women's group, if you want to support Habitat for Humanity, Best Friends, your local school, a national organization like St. Jude's Children's Hospital, we are definitely here to help you do that. And here are some different ways that we help you support your cause. We just introduced a new club called the Grateful Club. Anyway, I am going to resume recording. Okay, so we are going into the Grateful Club. So what the Grateful Club is we wanted to make sure that you were able to give back 365 days a year with every single thing that you were ever going to purchase through OneHopeWine.com. So with Grateful Club, you sign up for $19.99 a year. When you sign up, you have the opportunity to choose our fall, this quarter right now is our fall winemakers picks from Mari, which include a Symphony, an Australian Shiraz, a Gold Shimmer bottle, our Napa Valley Red Blend, our Pinot Noir, our Vintner Pinot Noir, and our Core Collection Viognier. So you get all 6 of those bottles of wine for, I think it's $139 right now. And you lock in some great pricing on Mari's picks when you join the Grateful Club. And also Mari, we just found out that Mari will be doing a monthly wine webinar with our Grateful Club members. You don't have to be a member of Mari's picks, but you do have to be a member of the Grateful Club in order to join Mari online once a month to hear about the wines. This coming month in October, it's October 16th, and she's going to be talking about the Australian Shiraz and our Viognier. Can you guys see this? Or am I not sharing my screen with you?
No, you're not sharing the screen.
I was going to say, I am not sharing my screen with you, am I? I just realized, I was like, because I can't see you guys, and I'm just going on and on over here, like, la, la, la. Okay. So wait, now let me find that PowerPoint again. Where are we? Okay. Okay, so this was the Grateful Club. So you can save money while saving the world. So 10% of everything that you purchase through your Grateful Club will go back to your charity of choice. So when you join at $19.99, you will lock in 20% off a case pricing, 10% off a half case pricing, $10 shipping on a case or a half case, which is normally $20, plus every single one of your purchases will give back 10% to a cause of your choice. So when you first enroll, you choose one of OneHope's causes of choice out of our, I think we have like 30 different causes that we have. So you choose one of those causes. And then when you reach $500 plus in sales, in purchases throughout the next year, you sign up today, let's say October 10th, you have a whole year until October 9th, 2019 to hit $500 in sales, which is basically 2 cases of wine. So I don't know about you, but I know I can go through 2 cases of wine in a year, which is 2 bottles a month if you break it down. So sometimes that's always good to share with your people too, is like, how do you break it down? How do you get to that point? So throw in some of those little options of like, it's either, 2 cases of wine, or this also includes any glitter bottle that you may send, any gift set that you may send too, will go to that $500 threshold. There's also a lot of other ways that we use to support our cause. You can host a wine tasting with your family and friends. You can do gifting, either personal or corporate gifting. There's also personal wine and gifts. And then there's also wine for your events. So if you are going to host a personal wine tasting party, these are the following items that give back 10% to your cause when purchased through your party or a party link. The case for a cause or half case for a cause. The mini brutes, the plainer glitter, gift sets $49 or above, and wine club or Mari's Picks enrollments. So that's why we now have the option of doing the Grateful Club, because these are the only things that give back through a party. Everything that you purchase, including if you wanted to buy this lovely little ONEHOPE sweatshirt, or maybe you just want to buy a single bottle of wine, that will also give back 10% to your cause of choice when you purchase through your Grateful Club. So if you're a business or a company and you're looking to create an impact, let us help you create that impact. Whether you're doing a new product launch, whether you have some wedding gifts, maybe it's a school or an alumni, maybe it's just holiday gifting for your clients, we have so many different ways that we can help you to make an impact for what your clients receive, plus what you want to give back to for your cause of choice. So there's different ways that we can do branding. There is, you can print a logo on an item. You can do colored logos. You can do colored photos, which is something really fun to share with, for those CEs, something fun to share with like wedding planners, people doing events, because it would be a fun way to like follow up afterwards and talk about, hey, let's, send this after the event with this great little picture on it with everybody on there. Even for the etching, for the wood etching, I don't know, can you guys still see my camera too, as well as my screen, or no? Mm-hmm. I'll show the little wood etching thing when I get done with the PowerPoint. Wood etching is something great to do for logos. There's also the sleeve that goes around the outside of the box that can have your gift message or whatever message you want to have on there, holiday message, whatever. And then there's stickers that overlabel the ONEHOPE on our boxes, so it can have your brand, your logo, your message on there as well. There's certain gift sets that are available for a bulk set. So if you're sending anywhere from 50 to 99 gift sets, you can get 5% off, 10% off 100 plus gift sets. Each gift set ships for $9.99 per box. That includes any gift set. So even this big gift set that has 2 bottles of wine and all these little goodies in it and this big wood crate that probably weighs about, I think it's like about 15 to 20 pounds, that ships for $9.99. Same with the little one with the coffee and the little coffee mug in here, $9.99. All of these, any gift set that we have ships for $9.99. So you really can't beat our gift set pricing, shipping. So we at ONEHOPE are just here to raise a glass for good and to help you give back to your causes of choice and making you feel good about your purchases. Then I always put up my little information on the screen kind of at the end when I'm doing questions and answers with people. So that's kind of my quick little overview that I do, like a gifting presentation. Does anybody have questions on anything else that you would want to like cover in a presentation perhaps?
Not yet, I don't know.
Okay, so if I'm doing a gifting presentation to somebody and it's like brand spanking new, that's kind of where I start. Even if I'm sitting down with them, I might go through the catalog and do it. I might just go through this presentation depending on what it is. But also when I'm starting out talking about gifting with anybody, my first question to them is, what have they done in the past? And then what would you like to do in the future? Always find out what they've done and what they want to do, what their budget is. Kind of ask them all the questions before you start talking about pricing. If they've never done gifting before and they're looking to get into gifting for their clients to make a memorable experience for them, then, again, kind of set out like what's their budget, how many people do they think they want to gift to, do they have different tiers or criteria for who they want to send gifts to. The doctor's office that I use, or that uses me for gifting, has 3 different levels of gifting. So they have their A, B, and C referral doctors. Their A doctors get more of the big Napa Valley picnic crate style. The B's get the box, like maybe the foodie set. And the C's get a single bottle of wine in a crate with like this crate shared with their logo on the crate. So depending on what the company wants to do, there's a lot of different options that we can offer them. I never say, no, we can't do that, or yes, we can do that. I kind of get all the information together first and see what they want, and then go and if I know what it is, because I've done this for a couple of times, then I can kind of make some of those decisions. But then if it's not, I might ask my upline or my mentor or someone else that I know is in corporate gifting, or write into gifting at onehopewine.com, because they are extremely helpful and knowledgeable and let us
in
know.
the kitchen, or you want to put them all over?
I'm going to start talking. But if you have any questions on gifting, I mean, you're welcome to ask me, but gifting at onehopewine.com is your place to go to, because it's either going to be Lindley, Alyssa, or part of their team. They have more people working now during the holiday season that will help answer the questions. To find out a lot of the information on corporate gifting, though, if you come back here to your resource center, which is simply you type in knowledge.onehopewine.com, or you can find this on when you log into your OneHope. See, I'm so old school. When you log into your OneHope Wine back office, the back office, there's the resources up at the top. It used to be VAU, now it's resources. Come into knowledge, and then if you go click on the trainings, there's a whole section of videos and information, pretty much about everything, but specific to tonight's call on corporate gifting. So if you're a new CEO, make sure you read through all this information that I'm scrolling through right here. All the answers to your questions can be found here. Wine Education with Mari can be found here. And then we get into corporate gifting. And my computer's really slow. Sometimes when you use Zoom, it's delayed. And it seems to be that way. So there's some videos. Alyssa and Lindley did like a 4-part video series. So definitely go in and watch those. But all of the information too, they've really made convenient to, sorry, my computer's like freaking out now. Or downloads for us back here. So corporate gifting matrix is a really good place to start. They're going to be putting some emails up here, some verbiage for emails, so you can use, so you don't have to like think of everything on your own. A lot of people always ask, what do you first say? Like, how do you even talk about corporate gifting? What do you say to somebody? For me, I've normally either had a conversation with somebody about it and kind of maybe touched base. If I'm doing a cold call, you know, and just sending somebody an email that's like, oh, you know what, maybe I saw that building contractor, maybe he wants to send stuff. I'll just say like, hey, you know, the holiday season's coming up. I don't know if you do gifting with your clients or not, but I would love to help you, you know, make an impact and give some great products to your clients. I also created this little form called Gifting Opportunities. So it kind of explains a little bit about what we do and my information on there. So I always attach this in my email as well. You can always attach the catalog link and let them know like, oh, check out our corporate gifting options on page XYZ is something you can do as well. So depending on what people want, here are kind of like all the different options of what we can do and how we do them and what gives back 10% if you go look at the corporate gifting matrix. So if you are sending 24 gifts to different addresses, standard processing time, you order through a qualified party so that way people can get the 10% back, and then you order them at a party through a party or in your storefront, or people can order them now directly through their Grateful Club link. So some people may want to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to send this out to friends for holidays. So think sometimes too with the word corporate, don't always think corporate. I have a lot of people that use me in the month of December that call me and just send personal gifts to, they're just a husband and wife, and they send gifts to their travel agent, to their doctors, to their lawyers, that kind of stuff too. So it doesn't always have to be corporate gifting that you're thinking, just gifting in general as well. If people are sending stuff to 25 plus different addresses, you can go through the ONEHOPE home office. That will give back 10% as well. Build your own gift set. There's a whole option. We'll scroll down in a second that people can customize their own gift set. That is when they're at the $3,000 mark in purchases before tax and before shipping. So they would have to be buying like 30 of the $100 gift sets or a combination of that to get up to the $3,000. And these all take a couple weeks to, complete and go through. So it's always better the sooner you can start, it's good. However, if somebody is like the week before Christmas and they're like, we want to get this done, we want to send these things out, can you do this? Never say no, because you could say yes. Email gifting@onehopewine.com and just ask them, is there an additional charge for this? And last year they let us know that if anything needed to be rushed, there's like a $50 rush charge or a $100 rush charge that would go on it. Also, too, when it gets kind of that close to deadlines, because they start publishing, home office starts publishing deadlines. Right about now, I think they've already sent some of them out. People, too, if they wait till the last minute, say, how about if we send this like the first of the year? So it's a New Year's gift. So remember, it doesn't always have to be holiday specific. It could be New Year's. Like, start off the new year with a fun little gift box. Maybe they want to create their own and they want to do one of those like lights and because everybody's like, oh, I'm not going to drink in January, so let's do something different. So maybe it's coffee and something healthy on the healthy side. Maybe it's a build your own gift, or maybe they want to kick off the year with a bottle of sparkling. You just never know. The custom glitter option is awesome. It's for full-size bottles only. It used to be for the minis. It's no longer available for the minis. So custom glitter is no longer available for the minis. Between you and me, I'm going to say, and I'm going to post this, I'm going to say, but if somebody wants to do 20 cases of minis or something, I would just write into Lindley or gifting at ONEHOPE and say, is this a possibility? Because you just never know. My theory is money talks, bullshit walks. So if someone's willing to pay the price, you never know. However, doing a full-size bottle is the same amount as doing the mini bottle, so that's probably why we're not doing that. And it takes just as long to hand glitter the mini ones as it does the big ones. So wine-wise, it's probably better to do the bigger ones. I keep looking over here because that's where I have you guys positioned on my screen. So bulk gift sets are in here. Wood etching. So the wood etching takes only 2 to 3 weeks now. It used to be like a 4 to 6 week lead time because it used to be an actual cattle brand. Now it's wood etching. So it's a really nice way. I just sent this out to my client. This is my doctor who's in the South Bay. And they really loved it. And they're like, oh yeah, that's it. We're just going to go with ONEHOPE again, because they weren't really sure what they were going to do. And now they're like, yep, we're just going with that again because it's easy and this looks great. So it's kind of, I just sent them one as like, hey, this is what's going on. If you guys want to order one of these wood etchings, you can order this one from Dr. Osis. I'll show you how to do an order form at the very end. But you can order this Dr. Osis wood etching one, so you have one of these for display. I had another one on a sheet that I was saying that people could order, but that's actually a national brand that only has a certain way that they want people to order through them, so I didn't want everybody to have that one, but Dr. Osis is fine. He's like, yeah, share my information, I don't care. And people, and it's not like, he's not part of my other one was a real estate office, and so there's realtors all across the US that if they wanted to order, it was like, oh, they have to go through that certain place. This one, no one else is going to order a Dr. Osis brand but you guys. Color printing. So I didn't color print this because I don't have a color printer. Liz, this is probably something Liz can do on her crafty side because she's super crafty. So what I did as an example that I brought into somebody is I was like, how fun would this be to get a gift set and have your, you know, your hashtag on there or something from your event with your picture on there on a wood crate.
It's cute. It's like decoupage.
Yeah. I mean, so that's kind of like what I just did with it, but it would actually be color printed on here if OneHope did it, like it would be color printed on here. So this would be on the actual lid. I haven't got 25 of them yet that I'm going to do, but hey, you never know. I could do that. It could be a fun little.
So they have to order 25 in order to be able to order the color picture?
Yeah, so it has to be 25 plus crates. So this could be a good idea if you're talking with a real estate office. Lynn, you do a lot of stuff like at the beach with volleyball. Like if you guys decided to do something, have a really cool shot of even like real estate anywhere you're at and like a cool like welcome to Wisconsin or, you know, something like a cool little something on there, Playa Vista logo, Santa Monica Pier, like that kind of stuff too. Great for like maybe after a wedding reception, something like that to send out to people and people that were there, like a big picture of them. You know, something like that. Just sometimes we have to think outside of the box for our clients because they're not going to think that. And then it's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Like Sexy Hair, I saw them launching a purple glitter. I was like, oh, what if you do a mini glitter bottle with that purple glitter and you send that out to your sales team when they're selling it? And they were like, oh my God, that's a brilliant idea. So we did it. You know, it was like, I gave them the idea. So sometimes you just got to kind of maybe you see something and you're like, hey, that would be good with this. In our gift sets too, people can customize what's in our gift sets. So for instance, the wine, they can customize when it comes to like a $3,000 or more order. So where is that one? That's the Wine and Hydrate. This Wine and Hydrate one, it used to be in the Napa Valley Picnic Crate, the OneHope wine bottle. Last year I kept sharing with people. I was like, well, why not put your own logoed bottle in here? Use our wine, use our crate, use all this, put your own logo bottle in here with your logo on it. You're going to make them anyway. I have a friend that works at a promo company. So I was like, here, call Kim, make the bottles. We add them in here. So there's an additional upcharge to put your own item in the crate, but it also makes it a little more personal. So it's something else that they can do. And it doesn't have to be a crate. It could be a crate or a wood box. That's the great thing about even when they customize their own. And they can also put in their own like handwritten notes if you want them to do that as well. So there's different options for that. There's also the custom sleeve that goes around the box, which is really cool. And then there's the little stickers that over label. So if you haven't ordered, there's something through our back office that in our business supplies that you can order the Your Logo Here items. Order that and just over label something. And so you can, you know, share that with people. I think it's like $25, but it shows you the crate, the front and the back, the etched, and then the colored stuff. And then maybe give them the idea like, oh, it doesn't have to be your logo. Remember, it could be like a cute little phrase or saying, like the knot says something like yours truly dash the knot. So it's not always just their logo front and center. It's something a little more fun. And then I'm going to go back over to the trainings. So there's a great little meeting checklist. So if you're going to meet with anybody and what you should bring to the meeting, I always bring glitter bottles. A lot of real estate offices I do a tasting at, so I open a couple different bottles of wine. I also bring some food in. Sometimes they're like, oh, you're our lunch sponsor, so you need to bring them food. So we brought them food. There's, I think it was Debbie Wall just the other day, brought little minis to give away to people at the event. She brought little bags of coffee so people could leave with something. If you hand anybody anything, attach your label to the bottle. Don't just put it on the little fun little thing that goes around it, because they're going to throw that away. They're going to keep this bottle. Your name needs to be on this bottle somewhere. Even if it's a cute little bottle, a little label on the back that says compliments of Lynn Johnson, you know, OneHope Cause Entrepreneur. So your name is on there somewhere on a little label. Because again, you want them to remember your name. So when they go to onehopewine.com and they check out, they can add your name in there so you get the commission for it. Or if they just go to onehopewine.com and they fill out a corporate gifting information or some other information, then that way they can have your information to share with the home office. Because if you're doing a presentation and they call into the corporate office and, Lindley, Alyssa, gifting people will ask them, oh, how did you hear about this? Even with new CEs, whenever you talk to people, your name, because when someone from home office talks to them, they'll say, how did you find out about this? So the more they know your name, the better it is, because then you can still get credit for that sale or for that CE signing up. That makes sense. Let's see what else is down there. Does anybody have questions so far? Anything? Good? Okay. Custom branding options are on here. Build your own gift, what sets it apart. All this is pretty standard information that's on here. Frequently asked gifting questions. So let's say you have a real estate office or just an office and they want to buy wood etched crates, or maybe they just want to buy the stickered boxes. There are options for them to buy the stickered boxes. They have to buy them in the 25 or more. They can get them. They can get the single wood crates with their etching on it as well. They can get them empty, and then they can buy Case for a Cause wine through you. So then 10% can go back to your cause or to their Grateful Club. So there's different ways to work that. A lot of this information is in the frequently asked questions. And I think most of those are up in here. We will be doing gray boxes. Right now we have the white and the craft boxes. They are going to be the build your own gift set will be gray, and pretty soon probably all of our boxes will transition into gray once the white and that was really hot. The white and the craft are out of stock. There is no bulk wine discount. So there used to be, if you ordered 10 plus cases of wine, you got a bulk wine discount. There is no bulk wine discount. It's better for people to join the Grateful Club because then they get the shipping discount to $10 per case instead of 20. And then 10% goes back to their cause of choice. So it's better for that. There is a customer gifting presentation here and then a customer gifting order form. I'll show you what the order form looks like right here. Maybe if my computer opens. Okay.
Oh, it's easy.
Of all our Southern California CEOs.
Mm-hmm.
So with the order form, you fill out the customer contact and billing details on the first page. There's two different tabs. There's the customer contact details and then the customer order details. So this is something that if someone's doing, 25 plus or even 20, however many they're doing, it's best to send this to the customer to say, please fill this out, because normally they'll have a spreadsheet that they add the information from. So who's getting billed for it, the billing email, who the ONEHOPE representative is, if they have a branding option, what the branding option is on that. That all goes on the front page. The customer order details. On this form, do not change any of these, the alignment or the placement of the titles on here, because this is what gifting will upload into their system, so it matches up completely. But you can see the last name, first name, the shipping address, city, state, email. There's a specific gift note, so each gift can have a specific gift note. Each gift can have a different gift note. And then over here, you select your gifting item. So it gives you all the options of what we have in all of our gift sets. So this is already updated for you to download so they can choose on there. If they're building their own gift set, then it would just be a build your own gift set, and they'd have that option, and you would already be talking with corporate to know how to proceed with that. Yeah. So any questions so far? Anything on corporate gifting?
No, it looks good.
Like, is it clear as mud? Is it not clear as mud? Is it?
Yeah, that was very helpful.
Well, yes, very helpful. Yes.
Okay.
Do you tend to, in your presentations, usually just do the PowerPoint, or do you have like a printed pamphlet and you're like, send that out beforehand, or what do you think works best, or does that, it's by client by client?
It's kind of per client because it depends on what they're doing. Like I've gone into lawyers' office and doctors' offices before, and it's just me and somebody else, so it's overwhelming for a PowerPoint presentation. I might do something on my iPad. I've actually started setting up on my iPad under photos. I threw some photos into its own little album, and then I'll run that through as a slideshow when I'm at a tasting or something too. So it's kind of interesting. It keeps people's eye coming back, like what's coming up next. So sometimes it may be as simple as me just having my computer or my iPad open. Most of the time, though, it's just me bringing in a gift box, a wood crate, a single wood crate, and maybe one of the bigger wood crates. And then that way just showing it to them. Because what people really like to see is they like to show it. I'll do a little wine tasting, too. I'll bring in a bottle of wine, or I'll give the person a bottle of wine so they can take home and enjoy it for the weekend. Because if they like the wine, 9 times out of 10, they're going to buy it. Also do some feedback from customers that I've worked with. They have all said that since they've sent ONEHOPE gifts, more people have actually called to thank them for the gifts. They're like, we've never had people call and thank us for the gifts before. Like, it's amazing that, they may send out 100 of them when they may get 20 people calling them, but they're like, we've never had people call. And I'll run into people at different presentations. They're like, oh yeah, I got a gift from ONEHOPE. Those are amazing. Like, people love them. So, and they remember the people that gave them the gift too, which is, sometimes we're like, oh yeah, who was that? Who sent us that box of See's candy? Like, oh, 5 companies did. Yeah, that's right. So, it's kind of something too that sets it apart. And in the gift message too, because you guys know with every one of our gift set comes the little impact card. But in the gift message too, if the company wants to put, and an additional donation was made from this gift to XYZ, that's always something fun to put in there too. So they can have that additional give back too.
Nice.
Does that answer your question, Liz? I kind of.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions on this?
No.
Again, depending on what you're going to do and who you're going to do it with, I mean, there's so much information here. Like, it's just spot on with gifting has so much information for us here, and then the videos are loaded up here. And working with Alyssa and Lindley at the corporate office are amazing. I have probably asked them every single question that we've ever wanted to. You can feel free to ask them. Feel free to ask, throw it on the community page, or your team pages too, are probably like a good page to go to first and ask questions, because across the nation, there's a few of us that do corporate gifting more than others, so we'd be able to help you. And again, I always think questions are good, even if they're, you think, oh no, that's not going to happen. Like, I mean, you just never know. But again, there's so many different things that you can do, especially when it comes to building your own gift set. I'll show you this really quick, because I think this is a fun little option to give people. Because our gift sets are good already, but if you can customize your own, like, how fun would that be? Like, do the gray box with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you select your container, you choose your wine and or coffee, you select what you want to put in there for your goodies, and then you pick your impact. There's another sheet too. Hold on.
But when you do that, you said there's a 3,000 minimum order for that one?
Yes. So depending on what the company wants to do, there is that 3,000 minimum threshold. But this is something good to send them. And these are all done in PDFs. So you can download these and send these off to people. Again, it shows, selecting your package and then kind of how much it costs. And if you just go in and start talking with people and they're like, well, I want to know what this would be with this, with this, with this, just kind of write them down. And you may not have this and make it exact, but sometimes people want an exact estimate. Email that in to gifting@onehopewine.com and they can prepare a little thing for you that could be exact, that your customer could say, yeah, I want option A or option B. They're happy to do that.
Okay.
And two, when you work with gifting and you send in that gifting form, they send you and your customer an invoice, so you see the invoice as well, and then your customer just pays the invoice via credit card. And then that way, after they pay it, by the end of the month, gifting loads it into your back office, so you'll get paid out the commission on that.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is a great little sheet too, because it tells you all the, the prices for all the wine and everything to put into the boxes, and what treats and kitchen products and non-perishable gifts are there. So yeah, a lot of fun, different options. And of course, right now too, the shimmer bottle is a great option because we're price matching what's in Kroger. So even if people want to pick up, a case or two of the shimmer bottle for the $29.99, I mean, that's a great deal to have for corporate gifting and have on hand, as well to hand out to clients. So, yeah. Right. Well,
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, if you guys don't have any more questions, we will call this a night, and I will go watch This Is Us.
Yeah.
Right on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy.
Oh, you're so welcome. Please feel free to let me know if you have any questions, though. Okay, guys? Ladies?
Thanks.
Okay.
That's good.
We'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.